Residential Site Valuation and Cost Approach, page 81. Summary. Cost approach has several types of costs. Direct costs, or hard costs, are not variable. For instance, labor, materials, equipment, contractor's profit is a direct cost and part of the construction contract. Indirect costs, or soft costs, are variable. All costs other than labor and materials, for instance, taxes, insurance, and fees. Indirect costs are often considered variable because they can change as the project moves forward. Profit for the developer and other risk takers in a project is figured separately as entrepreneurial profit. Entrepreneurial profit is final market value minus hard and soft costs. Loss can result if market conditions change or costs go up. 2. Costs can be figured for replacement, similar, or reproduction, replica, of a building. The cost approach uses data from cost services or other sources that have information on cost of building materials and labor. Local multipliers adjust material and labor costs. 3. Living area is figured using outside walls times number of stories in a structure minus open spaces, for instance, lofts and balconies. Commercial buildings can be divided by type of space, for instance, part office, part warehouse. Residential property has non-living areas, for instance, the garage, the porch, subtracted from its size. American National Standards Institute, ANSI, says gross living area, GLA, is residential space that is finished, heated, and above grade. ANSI defines finished area as enclosed area in a home suitable for year-round use with walls, floors, and ceilings similar to the rest of the home. Garages and space below grade are excluded. Area is length times width for rectangles and squares. 4. The comparative unit method uses the cost most often as a cost per square foot of recently built comparable buildings as a basis for estimating the cost of the subject property. The information may be obtained through cost services or through local cost data. Key points of the comparative unit method include data from similar new construction projects. Physical features can be adjusted between the subject and the comparable data, as well as market conditions between the construction date of the comparable and the effective date of the subject appraisal report. And once adjusted, the comparable's construction cost is divided by its gross living area to find the per square foot cost, which is applied to the subject, directly related to market data. Number 5, the quantity survey method specifies the number or quantity of each type of part or material used to build a structure. The total cost for these items is added together with the appropriate labor costs to complete the construction project. This includes permits, appropriate profit, etc. Key points. Key points of the quantity survey method include most accurate and detailed costing method, requires thorough itemization of every building material. Labor and materials must be accurately calculated. Inflation of labor and materials must be considered if proposed construction will span a lengthy time period and not commonly used in appraisal on a regular basis. Number 6, a unit in place method estimates the cost of construction by calculating the unit cost of all component parts of a structure. For instance, framing, roof, HVAC, etc., and adding these costs together. Key points of the comparative unit method include uses cost services for costing data, uses standardized components and specific cost data, and ideal for new construction because completion can be easily recognized. Number 7, the cost index method, also called the index method, estimates the cost of a structure by taking its original cost and multiplying it by an index factor based on how long ago it was constructed. Key points of the cost index method include original building costs must be known, less accurate due to not considering numerous factors, used as a second check for other cost methods, and not common as a primary means of costing.